on the spot. Michael drove the stricken but astonishingly stable Ferrari back to the pits.
He drove back with 3 wheels! 3 fucking wheels! Hey, my name is Andy, and today we're gonna be reacting to the 1998 Formula 1 Belgian Grand Prix. Now this race has to be the most insane race in Formula 1 history. So without further ado, let's go.
We've been asking you to vote for your favourite Belgian Grand Prix, and the winner at 41% was the 1998 race. It was an all-McLaren front row for the very wet start. Mika Häkkinen was cleanly away, but David Coulthard lagged back, opening a gap down the inside for Michael Schumacher. DC ran wide out of La Source, and the next instant there was mayhem as Coulthard ran up on the exit curb and spun back into the middle of the pack, triggering a multi-car shunt and eliminating several cars on the spot.
Oh my God. I will be absolutely astonished if no one got injured. The most insane thing that has happened in recent years was Romain Grosjean's crash where his car split in half and caught fire, but this is pure mayhem.
Damon Hill squeezed his Jordan through the flying wheels and debris. A new race began over an hour later.
And they restarted this thing. They restarted the race. After all of that chaos, they just went, yep, let's just do it again. Different era for sure back then.
This time it was Häkkinen who was slow away and thus swamped by the Ferraris. While Damon Hill seized the lead, Mika ran Michael wide on exit from La Source, only to be spun backwards into the path of Johnny Herbert's Sauber. It
must have been so greasy out there. Firstly, the whole field to just lose it, but secondly, Mika Häkkinen to lose it like that again. Must have been a crazy day.
Eddie Irvine spins out of a strong third place for Ferrari. Damon Hill took advantage to lead for Jordan, but Michael Schumacher was in front after 7 laps and seemed destined to score a decisive win.
Don't forget, this was the V10 era, where the cars were revving past 15,000 RPM. Ridiculous horsepower, minimal crash safety. This was an insane era, and to drive in weather like that, with greasy track conditions, these guys have literally balls of steel. Maybe even lead.
Just after half distance, Coulthard, in more trouble, was about to be lapped by Michael. Jean Todt implored Ron Dennis to ensure that there were no delays, but with DC sticking absolutely to the racing line in order to minimize the effects of spray on the run towards Pouhon, the race leader ploughed unsighted into the back of the McLaren. Michael drove the stricken but astonishingly stable Ferrari back to the pits.
He drove back with 3 wheels! 3 fucking wheels! He drove back in that weather. No wonder he crashed in the back of David Coulthard. He could not see anything at all.
And immediately stormed the McLaren garage to confront Coulthard, who was in the process of trying to rejoin the race.
He looks pissed.
As the rain fell heavier late in the race, Giancarlo Fisichella in the Benetton rammed Shinji Nakano's Minardi in an incident reminiscent of the Schumacher-Coulthard shunt. All this was enough for Eddie Jordan to call team orders and thus to secure an amazing 1-2 finish for his team.
Look, can we just take a minute to appreciate these V10 sounds? It is glorious. It is unreal. Ready? Oh, that spine-chilling feeling is like nothing else. Well done.
I looked like a complete leprechaun, didn't I? A complete idiot. Maybe Ron Dennis was right calling me a village idiot, but anyway, I certainly did on that occasion. But you know, euphoria, the excitement, it just took over. The reality was that it was a day I shall never ever forget.
Well done to Jordan in that race. Fires, punch-ups, cars smashing into cars, weather that is just a monsoon, you can't see anything. And then for Jordan to come out, take the 1-2, that's pretty incredible. That is what Formula 1 is all about. Now, hopefully, they actually bring some of this magic back with the new regulations. I mean, obviously, the new 2022 cars are gonna be a lot safer, but in changing the aerodynamics, hopefully we can bring some of that wheel-to-wheel racing back. We'll see how it plays out. What are your thoughts on the new 2022 regulations? Are you excited for the future of Formula 1, or do you wish that it was more like this? Let me know in the comments below. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to follow along on the journey, and I'll see you guys in the next video.